It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. The puzzles make me feel smart and clever. Pretty quickly, Samorost 3 became my favorite game so far of 2016. The environments are incredibly detailed and full of life, and without a single word spoken or shown on screen, it manages to evoke so much character and personality in every scene. I have yet to play Samorost 1 or 2, but that didn't really stop me from getting sucked into the quirky story. A monk of some sort took a powerful object and began wreaking havoc over the worlds of the game. Your quest is to make your way to it and restore balance. To make your way to the precious object and find a way to put a stop to the evil monk, you must travel between worlds in space, solving puzzles and helping out characters and creatures on the way, each more outlandish and eccentric than the last. The worlds, given their visual complexity, can be a bit challenging at times to find out where you can and can't go, but you get the hang of it rather quickly. The puzzles of Samorost 3 are really well made. The game has no real words, spoken or written. Everything is done through effectively Simlish, fake words and vague images written out in smoke or dreamlike bubbles when people speak. I think this lends itself to an experience basically free of language barriers. Even the options menus have no words. Everything is done in symbols. The images and clues given are universal feeling and puts your critical thinking skills to the test instead of trying to understand poetry or read journals. Rarely in Samorost 3 was I completely lost. I pretty much always had one idea to try or to test. Always some hypothesis to apply to the current situation to see if I was right. There were some situations, I have to say, where I just brute force all combinations of something, and thankfully these puzzles seem designed to allow for brute forcing, so that if you give up, you can at least get a notepad and mark down all the things you tried to work your way to a solution. There was one puzzle out of all of it where I finally had to look up the hint book in the menu to see how to do it, and it told me the clue clearly, but somehow I seemed to bypass the clue and came up with a solution that made no sense. I did pause for a bit and try to understand what I did, but frustrated with how long I spent on it, I simply moved on in the game. And that brings me to the hint book. The hint book is cleverly designed. It requires 2 basic puzzles to open, so it's pretty hard to accidentally spoil a solution. And the solution it shows is specific to the scene you're in. Again, no words, just pictures and symbols, so you still have to relate it to your current scene to solve things. I found it to be amazingly simple and clear to use, and while it was clear, the pictures and the IKEA-like steps allow me to at least feel like I was doing something on my own. I would say that the visuals are the best part of Samorost 3, but the audio is also the best part, and the voices are the best part, and the characters are the best part. All of Samorost 3 and my time with it somehow was all the best part. The visuals of Samorost 3 are so incredibly vivid, familiar, and alien. Clearly illustrated yet very real feeling. Exploring and seeing new areas was such a huge part of the fun and excitement in playing. The environments are perfect for people with a curious mind. While playing, I felt like a kid and I was exploring a really cool new book. The game feels like my imagination or dreams went wild after reading that book. Now I know I just finished going over it, but the audio is possibly the best part of the game. The music alone in Samorost 3 is the best I've had the pleasure of listening to for years, maybe the last decade. Each of the worlds in Samorost 3 has a unique musical character. It feels like it came from a new place on our planet. Flavorings of all sorts of genres, beautifully detailed and atmospheric. It never came off as video gamey, the farthest from it. The music combined with the visuals transported me to another place. The other half of the audio is the sound effects. Boy, the sound effects. Yet another thing which is so good about this game. The voices, animals, atmosphere, all are just so well designed and put together. A word is never spoken, but so much is said in that alien babble. In the end, my only real problem with Samorost 3 is that I want more. I want so much more. My entire time in the game was about 5.5 hours, but you could probably do it in 4. That 4 hours is packed with some of the best video game soundtracks I've heard, visuals and images I want to make into giant posters for my walls, and characters that I'd love to see in a film set in the universe, all without any real words. I think it's worth mentioning though that once the credits roll, you can actually keep playing and go back to other celestial bodies and grab more achievements. Some of them have hidden puzzles which only seem to pop up once the game is over. Whenever I gush over a game like this, it's always within the context of, well, if you like these kind of games, I recommend it. If you're someone who plays RPGs or RTS or FPS as your main thing and don't really stray from it at all, then obviously this may not really be the game for you, and I wonder why you're actually watching this video all the way through. But if you're someone who has played games like this and enjoy them, I cannot possibly recommend Samorost 3 enough. For me, it is easily a 10 out of 10 without any doubt in my mind. But again, that's in my honest opinion. Thank you all for watching. I still enjoy doing reviews, but I don't always get around to it all that often. At the same time, I hope you enjoyed the review, and if you did, please subscribe. That is all from me. My name is SirCrest, and I will talk to you later.